Okay, so toes up, keep away from the chair, don't be so close, because if you're close you'll use your ankles and knees and you won't use your hips. I want you to stick your bum out, lift up your toes, and see can you squat like that, okay, and up again. That's kind of like your warm-ups to get your hips going.
So that's the first thing?
Yeah, first thing.
Okay.
Then you want to do single legs, but you're struggling to get down with the single legs because of your stability, so you probably need to hold on to something with just 2 fingers, but also you weren't able to get down with your hip enough. You just couldn't sink that low. So start here and just do some power-ups then, okay? From that position. Just sit to stands. And try and get that hip moving. You don't want to have your foot here, you want to have it here to get your hip to move harder, or work harder. I mean. Then once you get good at that, then you're going to slowly drop down, use the hip, and push up again. Watch my knee, it doesn't go past my toe. I'm really transferring my weight through my heel. See my toes even coming up a little bit. Okay, and I can feel it in my bum and in my hamstring. It's quite hard. So you do all that process. Then with the goblet squats, you were doing this, bowing. So in order to keep you upright, so this is the correct goblet squat, I needed to get you to put the weight here to counterbalance you. And you were really good. And then you shortened the lever. You were better. And eventually you got it to here, but you were losing your balance. You just need to practice it a bit more. And then finally, the last one was, so goblet squats is the next one. And the last one is the hip hinges. So you're just like a deadlift in a way. So you're bending your knees, feeling a tension in your hamstrings, flat back, no rounding of the back. And you're going to just bend at the hips, you feel that tension in the hamstrings, all the way down until you feel a good stretch. And come back up, straighten the hips again and straighten the knees. So the knees are bending to about 30 degrees. Then the hips take over, the hips do all the movement, your back is completely flat, you're feeling a stretch in the hamstrings, and then come back up again, squeeze your bum, come back up to neutral. Done?